What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. For this video, we're going to be doing an oil change on my 2022 BMW X3. This is our G01 chassis code, and we have the B48 engine. So just a quick disclaimer before you go ahead, because the tool's a little bit different for this video. But we're going to be doing an oil change on this BMW because we've already met the threshold of our 36,000 miles for the BMW factory maintenance program. So now we have to pay an out-of-pocket cost for oil changes and all maintenance related to the vehicle. So today I just decided to do a DIY oil change, just to make this video for you guys and also show you how easy it is to really do an oil change at home. And also, it's my first time doing it as well, not a professional, but I'll do my best to give you guys a complete rundown of how to do this oil change. So behind me here is just some of the tools that you'll need for your oil change. It's pretty simple. It's going to be your oil, which we have here as our LiquiMolly. So it's the LiquiMolly oil, SAE OW-20, and then it's a 6600 Top Tech oil. This BMW uses about 5.75 quarts of oil, US quarts. So that's what we'll be using for this video. And then we have our 70mm socket right here. That is going to be used for the oil filter. If you don't have a specific oil filter socket, it's a 27mm socket, guys. 27mm socket. And if you don't have a 27mm socket specifically for an oil filter, just any 27mm socket will work, as long as it has like a the cord looks like that. I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As long as it has like 8 points in there, it will work for the filter. So 27mm socket, and then we have a 1/2-inch ratchet to go on that socket as well. We also have another 3/8 socket or ratchet and a 3/8 attachment with a 70mm socket that's going to be used for the oil bolt underneath the vehicle. That's the way you actually use to open the oil drain pan underneath the vehicle. So 70mm, and then we have the little gasket, little sealant right here for your filter, and then a crush washer for the oil filter. We also have our Mahle, what do you call this? The filter. Sorry, this is what it looks like, and that's the type that we're using for this procedure right now. We just have like 2 gloves we're gonna use just to not get our hands dirty. For this video, you also need like a little pick tool. I don't have one, so I'm just gonna use this little pry tool and see if it works. This is basically just to get the filter off the filter socket inside the vehicle to put your sealant back on. We also have like funnels. We got these from Walmart just to pour oil into the engine. And then we have just some paper towel, clean up our oil. And then obviously you need a drain pan. So there's the drain pan we got. Mine's pretty big, it's 16 quarts. Don't even need it. Half of this, like I said, a car uses 5 quarts. But I got a big one just because the initial investment might be worth it. So again, that's basically all you need to do your oil change. So I'm using the Rhino race ramps for this oil change. I highly recommend it over using a jack and the jack stand, mainly if you're doing it in a garage as well. As you can see, if you have garage floors like mine, it's super slippery. You don't want a car falling on you. So I'd highly recommend using race ramps or just any ramps if you could get your hands on those. People have a debate on these, whether they prefer to use it or not. I prefer to use ramps because it's safer for me, but it also gives you enough clearance to get under there and do your oil change. Your filter is up top right here in the engine. So right there, that's your filter. And obviously your oil fill can right here. And then we have the oil drain plug underneath the vehicle. So we're gonna set up our camera and then we'll go ahead and get this oil change done in about 5 minutes. So we're gonna begin our oil change with just popping off this engine cover. BMW does recommend doing the oil while the vehicle is hot for some reason, but just be careful not to burn yourself while you're doing this. Just go ahead and pop your oil fill cap. Probably don't take it off all the way, just not let anything fall inside your engine, but just kind of pop it enough where air could get inside of it so you can leak the oil out. I'm gonna leave it like that, and then we're gonna get inside the vehicle and then start our oil. So you have this little cutout underneath the vehicle for the oil drain plug. Just turn it counterclockwise, and then it slides out. And then under here you have that 17mm bolt right here, or right here. That's gonna be your drain plug for your oil. So we're gonna attach and attach it to it, and then just gonna try to get it off. Yeah, we made a little bit of mess, but yeah, that's the drain plug right here, and then we have to replace that little crush washer on there before we replace it onto the vehicle. The oil also got onto the camera, so I gotta wipe that off. Just spray a little bit of brake cleaner on your drain plug, and then wipe it off, and we should be good to go. Attaching that new one on there. Attach your new crush plug on there, or crush washer, and then we'll go ahead and install it back in the vehicle, and then we'll go ahead and start with removing the filter from up top. And that's it. We're basically done with underneath the vehicle. So now it's time to take our filter out using our 27mm. Again, the filter is located right here, but because it's kind of in a weird spot, I'm gonna have to take this fuse cover off. Just easily slip it off, and then it's all the way in here. So it's gonna be this thing right here. That is gonna be your filter. So attach your 27mm on there. Then let's see if we can get this off. It's starting to come undone, which is good. All right, so we get a little plastic bag here. The reason why I have the plastic bag here is just to put the filter inside it, so we don't have the oil spilling everywhere. Take our filter out. And there we go, our filter's out. This one's really dirty, geesh. But that's the purpose of the plastic bag, just to make sure it doesn't drip everywhere inside the engine, give you less work to do. Now we have to detach this thing from the filter. It's hot, it's really, really hot. Gosh, just pop it off like that. Now we're just gonna use a little pick tool right here and just get this little rubber sealant off. This also works surprisingly. They're gonna put a new one on there, and it sits right in that little gap right here. So you'll see it's the biggest gap on that socket. We're gonna put it on there. And that's it. Now let's clean this up. And then we attach our filter inside it, just like so. Just like that. And don't pull on too hard, but just do a little pull test to make sure it's seated in there. And then we're gonna attach this to our engine bay, and then torque it back down. This is gonna be 25 newton meters, and then 5 newton meters to the left. So yeah, it also tells you on there. So let's go and torque this down. Alright, just pop the cap on your oil jug. Let's put in our. So we already poured 5 quarts in. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour a little bit more from our quart bottle. That should be about good. What we're gonna do now is bring the carpet temperature and then check the oil level. So we're gonna require check engine oil, then engine oil measurement, and start it. All right, the engine oil level is all good. Let's move on to resetting that engine oil life. All right, so go ahead and quickly press your start-stop button about 3 times. Then you should get a notification saying diagnostic mode active. So just say right there. And then we're gonna go ahead and press and hold our BC button right here. I'm gonna press and hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds until a menu pops up on your live cockpit. Okay, the notification pops up. Let go of the button, and then you're gonna go ahead and press it again. Cycle through whichever options you want to reset. So you have a brake fluid, vehicle check, engine oil. For the engine oil, just go ahead and press and hold again. Now it gives the option to reset. Press and hold again. Now reset in progress, 10,000 miles, and then reset successful. And that is basically how you'd access your onboard computer to reset your oil after doing a DIY oil change at home. If you have a computer like I do, or you could attach it to your OBD port down here and also do a reset that way. I didn't do that just because most people don't have it, but your BMW does have an onboard computer to reset the oil. So that's the process we use today. All right, so we give our engine bay a much needed cleanup. Looking pretty good now. Should get a full detail on the weekend. But if you guys are interested in all the tools we use for today's oil change, I'll leave those in the description of the video. So be sure to go check the description for all the tools you need to complete your DIY oil change. And that's it for the video this time, guys. Be sure to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll always see you guys in the next one. Peace.